Hi, welcome to Tuesdays with Tara. Today I'm going to do an EFT session for codependency or codependency behaviors. And the goal is to break the pattern of codependency that may be showing up in regular everyday life. So if you know you're codependent, then that's the first step. If you don't know whether or not you're codependent, there's a lot of other places that you can go and things that you can do to learn about codependency. There's many books by Pia Melody Beattie, and many others. There's CODA groups, 12-step programs for codependency. And there's many other places that you can go. Therapy, which I highly suggest and recommend, all of the above. And so if you're not sure if you're codependent, then I definitely recommend that you check out some of those places that you can sort of do the work to get more clear on whether or not you're codependent. Now, if you've done some of that work already and you know yourself to be prone to codependency, then this is an exercise for you. So the way we do EFT is we do the tapping points, and I'm going to do not the quick version. I'm going to be doing the slower, more regular version, the one that I have been using the longest. And we tap on points, the top of the head, top of the eyebrow, side of the eye, bottom of the eye, above the top lip, below the bottom lip, top of the collarbone, and under the arm. So those are places that we're going to be tapping. We're going to start off with the chop point, and you can use any hand. And of course you can do either side of the tapping, and you can switch in the middle, whatever feels right. You can do it with both hands if you like. So EFT is emotional freedom technique that helps break patterns and break ideas in the brain that consistently feed into beliefs and ideas about ourselves. So we can break patterns around fears, phobias. We can also break patterns around behaviors and beliefs. And we can break patterns around pretty much anything with EFT. I've been using it for many years now, over 15 years. And I can tell you that when I remember to use it, it works every time. And the more you do it, the more your body becomes ready and prepared and familiar with the process that it takes. And it takes less and less time the longer you do it. So those are the places that we are going to be using as our tapping places. And we're also going to use the chop point on either hand. Doesn't really matter which side you use, if you want to do both sides, however you want to do it. But we're going to start with the chop point when we come up with our phrase. Before we start that, let's check in with ourselves and figure out where we are on a scale of 1 to 10. If you're feeling really stressed, really stuck, very much wanting someone to notice you or wanting to change a certain pattern or behavior that is really keeping you stuck and struggling consciously, unconsciously, losing sleep, that would be a 10 on a scale of 1 to 10, the highest possible place that you could be in terms of stress and anxiety and worry about how other people think about you or how you feel about yourself, and that you keep putting yourself down or beating yourself up. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst feeling that you can possibly have around codependency or codependent behaviors, and 1 being the lowest, or 0 actually being the lowest that you can feel. Obviously, you came here for a reason, so you're probably going to be somewhere in the upper range, somewhere from midway and up. So come up with a number that you're feeling right now. First number that comes to your mind is probably the correct number. So take note of that in the back of your mind, or write it down if you wish. And remember that feeling that you're having right now. Note the number that you're feeling at this point, and let's go ahead and start doing the chop point. You can use this phrase, or you can use one that you need to use for yourself if it's a little more personal and you need to focus more specifically on a particular issue. But I'm going to keep it pretty broad and talk about codependency in general. Even though I know that I have codependent behaviors and patterns, I still completely love and accept myself. Even though I struggle with codependency behaviors and patterns, I am willing to completely love and accept myself. Even though codependency is sometimes debilitating and takes all of my energy and focus, I am still willing to completely love and accept myself. So, starting with the top of the head, even though I'm feeling like I'm stuck in codependency and I don't know how to get out, I still completely love and accept myself. Even though the codependent behaviors that cause me to want to be controlling and make me feel stuck are taking a lot of my life away, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I struggle with asking for help because I don't want anyone to know that I'm not doing okay, I still completely love and accept myself. Even though I have perfectionism or know-it-all energy that flows through my thoughts and affects me on a regular basis, I still completely love and accept myself. Even though I have controlling behaviors and this feeds into codependent relationships and struggles, I still completely am willing to love and accept myself. So taking a deep breath, tapping the top of the head. You can switch sides if the other arm's getting tired. Even though I struggle with codependency and I'm not really sure how to deal with this energy, I still completely love and accept myself. Even though I struggle with codependency, codependent behaviors, codependent patterns, and beliefs, I am willing to completely love and accept myself. Even though I seek out others to love me because I don't really know how to fully love myself, I'm willing to completely open myself to loving and accepting myself on all levels. Even though I look to others to tell me how to feel or to tell me what to do, or some other codependent behavior that isn't working for me anymore, I'm willing to completely love and accept myself and move through this pattern right here and right now. Breathing in, breathing out, tapping the top of your head. This codependent behavior that no longer works for me. This codependent behavior that makes me feel stuck and alone. Even though I feel so alone and I don't know how to move out of this pattern, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel alone, but I really don't want to be in a codependent relationship with another person, so I don't really know what to do and I feel stuck, I completely love and accept myself. Since codependency is such a huge issue in my own life, I am willing to take the time to move through this process today and say anything that comes to my mind around my codependent behaviors, just to get them out in the open. And I'm also willing to completely love and accept myself. I am open to loving myself no matter what is going on in my life. I'm willing to allow myself to be loved because I'm willing to love myself. Okay, if you happen to notice any changes in the number, has it come down? If it has come down, great. If it's come down significantly, you can possibly jump ahead if you want to. But for now, just be mindful of the number that's showing up for you. If it hasn't come down at all, keep tapping. If you need to, go back to the very beginning, go back through this again, but we're just going to keep tapping right now, assuming that the number is starting to come down. Even though this codependent behavior has really wreaked havoc on my life and my relationships in the past, I know that I'm worthy. I'm willing to be open and love myself on all levels. Even though codependent behaviors have been a part of my life for as long as I can remember, and I'm doing the work, but it still seems to be taking its toll on my relationships and my relationship to myself. I'm willing to completely love, honor, and accept myself. These codependent behaviors that have ruled my life for so long no longer deserve to be part of my regular everyday life. And I am willing to completely love, honor, and accept myself as a whole, complete, wonderful, perfect being who deserves love on all levels, and including and especially love from myself and for myself. Even though I've struggled with codependency for a really long time, I do recognize that for the most part, it's because I feel like I've given my power away to others. And I'm ready to take my power back because I do, or I'm willing to completely love and accept and honor myself on all levels. No one else completes me. Only I can complete me. I and my relationship to source, spirit, God, inner knowing, whole perfect love. I am made of love. I come from love. I am open to loving myself, and I'm willing to accept that I deserve and am worthy of all the love that I'm seeking from others. Okay, check in with the number where you are right now. And if it continues to come down, once you get down to the lowest number that you feel you're ready to be at today, be it you started at a 10 and you've come down to a 5 and you're like, I'm willing to accept that that's where I need to stop for today. Great. If you would like to come down further, or if you've already come down to a 2 or a 3 or even lower, fantastic. Otherwise, go back, repeat this process again, and say words that stand out to you, that are specifically more focused for your experience. You could name people. Even though this person, I've given my power away to this person, I'm willing to claim my power back and completely love and accept myself. So things that are more specific to you, insert those into this process if you're somewhere in the mid-range and want to just come down a little bit more. Make this more personal. Even though I've given my power away to name the person or people, others, I'll just say others, I am willing to completely love and accept and honor myself today, right now. Anytime you take a deep breath, anytime you sigh, that's a good sign that the number is probably shifting. Even though I have not known how to honor myself in the past, I'm completely willing to accept, honor, and love myself right now. Keep going with the more personalized words as we tap through these points. Remembering to say, I completely love, honor, and accept myself. Even though these things have been a struggle for me in the past, even though I'm sick and tired of feeling sick and tired, even though I haven't really known how to take care of myself and I've always expected others to take care of me, I completely love, honor, and accept myself. Even though I've been feeling so stuck lately and I don't know how to get out of this pattern, but I am willing to open myself to support and guidance from my inner knowing, my heart, my intuition, my instincts, God, goddess, source, all it is, my guides, my angels. I am open to my own inner guidance. And I'm completely willing to honor, accept, and love myself right here, right now, just as I am. Okay, good. Hopefully right now you are at a lower number than you were when we first started. If you'd like to continue going, again, jump to the beginning of this video and do this pattern again until you get down to a number that works for you. Sometimes there's a breakthrough, like a crying or laughing or coughing, breathing, sighing. And sometimes there's just this feeling of relief that's just lifted off your shoulders. So kind of note anything that you feel throughout this whole entire process and recognize that this is you changing your pattern. You are doing this for yourself, and that's what matters. When it comes to codependency, we know that the whole point of being codependent is that it's really difficult to feel like you can do things for yourself or feel like you're worthy of deserving something good in your life. And so as we break these codependent patterns, we recognize that we are fully worthy, fully deserving, completely awesomely perfect, whole, and complete on all levels. And that if people don't see that in us, that's okay. We don't have to prove ourselves to anyone. And this could be part of your tapping process if you like. I don't have to prove myself to anyone because I completely deserve and honor and love myself. I am worthy on all levels of love, wholeness, perfection, and all that is good. I honor, love, accept, and love myself on every level possible. I am worthy of love. I accept myself for exactly who I am, whether others do or not. I am whole, perfect, and complete, just as I am. I love myself. I honor myself. I am whole, perfect, and complete. And so it is. And just really let that settle in. Let that energy of the new vibration, the new number, settle into your whole beingness. Do this every day until this is your consistent feeling. If you started off at a high number, you might start off at that same high number tomorrow until you've done this enough times that this makes sense to you. Being whole, perfect, and complete without other people's acceptance, without other people telling you what you want them to tell you, or that you're seeking out other people's approval, any of those things, or that you're trying to perfect someone else, you're trying to fix someone else, you're trying to make someone else better. We can't do that for anyone. No one can do that for us. And so do this EFT exercise as often as it takes until you start feeling yourself without needing everybody else's approval and acceptance. The point that we're trying to do here is really, truly, deeply feel into the energy that is us as exactly who we're meant to be, whole, perfect, and complete on all levels, all the time, even when we make mistakes, even when we make bad choices, even when we do things that we look back on and say, oh, why did I do that? That was so dumb. Even then, we're still perfect, whole, and complete because we're human and we're going to make mistakes, and that's how we grow and that's how we learn. And trying to be perfect all the time isn't going to work. Being perfect, whole, and complete is different from trying to be perfect all the time in other people's eyes, because everybody's going to have their own perspectives and opinions, and there's no way we're going to make everyone happy all the time. We can only make ourselves happy. So focus on this for the next several days, for the next several weeks, if that's what it takes, until you start feeling consistently more tuned in to your vibration that is comfortable, peaceful, not seeking out other people's approval or acceptance, that you are exactly who you need to be at any given moment, all the time, and you love yourself, whether anyone else does or not. So good luck with this process, my friends, and just know that you can come back to this space. And also, please share any ahas, any wins, any struggles that you might have down in the comments below. I love to interact with the people who check out these videos. So please take the time if you wish to ask questions. I work with my inner guidance, and I've been doing this for over 30 years. This kind of work has been my sole purpose. And I'm open to offering guidance and support on many levels. So I do one on one coaching, and I sell products, and I also do Reiki and other sessions that I can support you in anything that you might be going through. Just reach out to me, and I'm happy to discuss any kind of sessions that I might be able to offer you in support of your process. Have a blessed and beautiful day, and be you out loud.